Hey guys, Noel and Santino here, and Renee here, and we are headed to, yes, Oakland Raiders, very good, and the Puff Daddy Red Yankees Limp Bizkit hat. So we are headed out to Robot City, where dreams come true. We'll see you when we get there, like Coolio has said right now. Okay, here we are at Robot City, where dreams come true. All right, so we're going to look at some games and hit the arcade. Here we go. Okay, so here we see a bunch of controllers, plugs, strategy guides. That Nintendo Fun thing always seems to be there. As we know, under glass, they have good stuff. They have that Xbox 360 DVD drive, Atari 1050, some, 70s, like electronic games, Atari 7800, got some 2600s right there. Got a Commodore 64, some N64s, top loader, Nintendos. I always think about getting a Genesis 3 every time I'm there. But then I tell myself, I don't need another Sega Genesis. Always got their boxed consoles, Sega CD box, lots of good looking stuff. Xbox games, nothing like the OG Xbox right there. Nintendo DS games, Nintendo GameCube games. So, as we all know, an abundance of riches from the early 2000s right here. Dora the Explorer, Dungeon Explorer, Barbie Island Princess. I almost picked up a Dance Dance Revolution on the Xbox, Mega Man Anniversary Collection on the Xbox, and I did get myself some 3DO games. I was really close. There's the Dreamcast games. They actually had some CDI games, but I don't have a CDI. They had some long box Dreamcast games. D on the 3DO, Dragon Lore. They had a game called Girls Club, Gunslinger, Mad Dog McCree. They had a lot of long box 3DO games. And as you'll see, I got a couple. I got Jurassic Park on Sega CD, Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. That's a great game. Here we see some PlayStation games under glass, more expensive ones like Working Designs games. We got Azure Dreams, Mega Man Legend, Dracula. The D on my grave stands for Dracula. That Nintendo drawer there was over $100. Vectrex games. This was cool. The first time I ever went there, they actually had a Vectrex. Now they have the games for Vectrex. Looks like we got some Atari games, some Retrons behind glass. Retron 77s to play your Atari games. We got some more Atari stuff. Looking good. And this was really cool. They had a lot of in-box Jaguar stuff, and I was tempted, but some of this stuff was just very expensive, and I just didn't have enough money. Alien vs. Predator, I was really tempted to buy. Jaguar controllers. Kasumi Ninja is another one I was tempted to buy. Master System games. Lots of Genesis games, Sega Genesis. I couldn't find any Mega Drive. N64, looking good. There's your Super Nintendo and Super Nintendo in box. Regular Nintendo in box. Batman Returns on Super Nintendo was another one I was tempted to buy. And here we are in the arcade with Dynamite Deca right here. Dynamite Cop. All right. Very cool. Double Dragon. And here is Santino playing Tekken Tag, one of his favorite stops at Robot City. So, you have a fine selection of characters in Tekken Tag. Tekken Tag 2 is definitely my favorite Tekken game. Santino's choosing Jin in a nice collared sweater, ready for Christmas dinner at the Mishima home. And he's going to fight Roger. He's like a boxing velociraptor. Santino tagging him Brian. It's the summer of '69. Very, very proud of Santino for his Tekken skills here as he fights martial law in the 1-2. This cabinet is really beautiful. It's a giant cabinet with a beautiful screen, great big marquee. I mean, anybody who would be lucky enough to have that in their house. We need to clear some space, but I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's got big speakers on top. It's just very, very cool. Great looking picture too. Santino just doing his thing, working his combos there. And only at 8 years old. You gonna get it? Tekken Tag is you only have to beat one guy to get the KO, as opposed to like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you gotta knock out both people. Same with Dead or Alive. Alright. Ninja Turtles. Guys, we all know that winners don't use drugs, and this is such a beautiful attract mode here. I was always really annoyed at the Xbox 360 version of this game because they cut out that version. They cut out that opening in the Xbox 360 version. And they put these like really ugly pictures of the Ninja Turtles rather than the original Konami ones. Here we have some Samurai Showdown 2 and some awesome English. Long ago, there were a man who tried to make his skill ultimate because of his bloody life. It was no accident. He was involved in the trouble. Beautiful, beautiful game. I actually had this game on my Xbox 360. That's how I played it. And this is an SNK Red Arcade cabinet. House of the Dead. So I decided to actually pick up a gun and give myself a little playthrough. This was always one of my favorite Sega Saturn commercials, the House of the Dead. First they got a Sanshiro was, judo throwing zombies. I need to get House of the Dead on the Saturn. This game is extremely fun. Nice rail shooter, great graphics. And I'm playing this while filming. So these rail shooter games are pretty convenient because you can play them one-handed and tape. It's a little harder to do that with like a fighting game where you need two hands to play. And I am just on the move here. Oh no, Katie Couric just got kidnapped. I can't quite hit her. I mean, not her, the thing that kidnapped her. Oh no, I got hit. So I'm gonna switch games here. Back to the Neo Geo cabinet for some Magic Drop. Beautiful opening here. Kind of reminds me of Twinbee, like the Twinbee arcade game. Brought to you by the fine people at Data East and Smash TV. He'd buy that for $1. Alright, the Smash TV is an awesome game. Donkey Kong 3, gonna give that a try. This is my favorite Donkey Kong. One of my all-time favorite video games here. I am playing this one-handed while I film. So, Stanley's, he's working on it, man. He's almost got it. That stupid worm got in the way. Almost got Donkey Kong. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Ah, I couldn't quite make it. He was almost at the top, too. It's okay, Stanley. You'll live on. Alright, now, this was really cool. They had Versus Super Mario Brothers. The arcade version of Super Mario Brothers. It was awesome. They had the Super Famicom label as the marquee. Not Super Famicom, regular Famicom. So, obviously, if you have the yellow cartridge Famicom version of Super Mario Brothers, this was a beautiful cabinet, and Santino had a lot of fun playing it. I'll have to go play it next time because I was filming. And yeah, just looking at the marquee was just awesome. This was a nice big screen. I'd say probably it had a 20-inch CRT screen. And one of the things that Robot City Some of the arcade cabinets, they need a little, certainly not this one, but games like Mortal Kombat, they have the contrast on the arcade cabinet, like turned all the way down, try to, extend its life. This, this cabinet was in good shape, so you get a nice vibrant picture. And Santino could not quite get couldn't quite get the 5K, but a valiant effort nonetheless. But this is my first time actually seeing a Super Mario Brothers versus arcade cabinet, so I was pretty psyched and happy to get it on film. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. By the way, while this is not Sonic, if you have not seen Sonic 3, go see Sonic 3. It's phenomenal. It's the best Sonic movie. And that's saying something, because they're all good. I kept telling Santino not to do this. I don't know why he just wanted to play that game, but didn't work out for him there. So, and here's regular Mario Brothers, seeing the earliest designs for Mario and Luigi. Santino didn't want to play it though. This was a very vibrant and beautiful arcade cabinet, as we see the original Mario and Luigi running around the sewers. Gauntlet Legends, pretty looking game. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I'm not exactly sure how that game played. I think it was like a kind of a Golden Axe type game. They had this was really cool. The Batman Forever Sega pinball machine with a green Sonic, just giving you the credits here, and Robot City. I'm not that big of a pinball enthusiast. I mean, I think it's cool and everything, but it's not like video games for me. But that cabinet was like awesome. Santino and I are going to play some Simpsons, the arcade game. I was fortunate enough to snag this game on my PlayStation 3 before it got delisted. This game is phenomenal. One of the all-time greatest beat-em-ups. If you wanted to see The Simpsons through kind of like a Japanese prism, this is the game. And I chose Marge because I was playing this game one-handed. So her ability to swing the vacuum cleaner around was actually pretty helpful, and Santino was Bart, because Santino is Bart. So, Bart in his blue shirt that he only wore in the early 90s for promotional items and never in the TV show. Although Lester, I think, wore the blue shirt, the early model version of Bart, Lester, and Eliza, who helped reunite Krusty with his estranged wife. Just swinging that old vacuum away. This was another beautiful cabinet with a great picture. 4-player cabinet. And excuse me, just yawned. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning while I'm taping this. Just a pleasure to play. So, Evil Smithers kidnaps Maggie, and we have to brawl our way to Mr. Burns in a mech. I'm not joking. It's amazing. Alright, so we're going to keep rolling. Santino getting a hamburger from either Sherry or Terry, I'm not sure. And now here comes one of Mr. Burns' hired goons. Santino is, he's going to get one side, I'm going to get the other. And we're just going to start wailing away here. The Simpsons early on would reference Punch-Out. So this guy plays a lot like a Punch-Out boss, where his pants fall down, and that's kind of gonna really trigger a weak spot. Obviously, always hard for a man to fight when his pants are down. Social conventions and just general human dignity make him want to remedy that immediately. Almost got him. And we won. Santino, I think, was pretty much a one and done level-wise when it came to The Simpsons. Crazy Smithers. We'll get him. Now, beautiful cabinet here. It is X-Men versus Street Fighter. This cabinet has some discoloration. It always has. I don't know whether it's just because of its proximity to a speaker or what. But you can see in the upper left corner it's discolored. But big speakers on top. Giant cabinet. So, you know, this would definitely take up some space in your house, but it's well worth it. This is one of my all-time favorite video games. And they had a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet, which we have played in other videos and other visits here. But there were a couple guys. This was pretty busy. Pretty busy day. It was a Saturday. So there were some guys that were just camped out at the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet. So Santino's going to go for Ken and Ryu here. As he decides to scroll through his options here. And he's going to fight my favorite girl character, Cammy, and Rogue. And we'll see how this goes. Cammy chucking off her jacket before she decides to assassinate someone. And her just phenomenal fight gear. And you know, these I'm really happy that Capcom decided to re-release these Versus games. If you don't have the newest Capcom Marvel vs. Capcom collection, it's great. It's got, you know, Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, this game, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and the Marvel vs. Capcoms 1 and 2, and the Punisher. And this game had some really beautiful scan lines. You know, there's some great scanline filters on that, so it's highly recommended. Those games, I mean, obviously if you can get original releases of them on the Sega Saturn and things like that, I highly recommend that. But the other cool thing about that the new release in that collection is all the hidden characters are unlocked, so there's no need to enter any long codes. Sadly, Santino would be felled by my girl here. Too short. All right, the plan will soon be executed. This was like really funny. Okay, so Santino wanted to try the Neo Geo cabinet, and he put some tokens in, and it kind of started like freaking out. Like he wanted to play Samurai Showdown because Santino is a man of culture, just like his dad. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if the thing like reset or what. And then all of a sudden it glitched out. And we decided Homer Simpson style to slowly back away. Doo-be-doo-doo-doo. All right, Mario Pinball. This is another beautiful machine here. So Santino wanted to, being a fan of pro wrestling like his dad, play the Royal Rumble pinball machine, totally taking place in the 1993 WWF universe, the start of the WWF New Generation. But Hulk and Macho Man were still there, so that you had Lex Luger. This is like right before Hulk left for WCW. Because Lex Luger is no longer the narcissist, but Hogan is skinny in there. So you have this is I think the very brief window where the All-American hero Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan were under the same roof. And this had like a really cool scoreboard here And you see Vince McMahon and Bobby Heenan by the flippers. But it would have like Hulk Hogan, yeah, like pointing his fist, doing like the U to like different things as you like got different scores. Santino and myself, honestly, too, are not that great at pinball, but this was cool. There's the $1 Million Man right there. Yokozuna, Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Hulk Hogan, and Lex Luger, and the Macho Man. So this is like, that really stands out. Santino's going to play some Mario Kart. This is another awesome sit-down cabinet here. It's like Mario versus Pac-Man, guys. And Santino's going to select Bowser, one of the funniest people in Crazy Mario Brothers. And Santino was having a little trouble understanding how a car worked. He was like looking for buttons to hit with his hands, didn't know he had to use his feet. But now he's finally rolling here. Thankfully, Santino didn't drive us down there, because I think he would have gotten us stuck, because he's still having a little trouble. Okay. All right, we are back from Robot City, and we found this lovable baby on the way. Okay, so here is some of the stuff that we got. Now, it was very cool. They had a buy 3, get 1 free. So Santino bought 3 games, got 1 free, which actually was the game I wanted. And then I bought 3 games, got 1 free. And then, as you saw, you know, played in the arcade. So these are the games that Santino got first. So he got Mario Maker on the Wii U. Wii U, always good for...
Who's the original Super Mario Maker?
Yes.
We have the second one.
Yes.
The second one's on the Switch.
Yes. Then what else you get?
And also, the infamous 2K20.
The infamous 2K20. Why not have the one that gets talked about for all the wrong reasons? Wrong reasons. All right, there we go. 2K20. Is it as bad as people say? I don't know. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I remember like Bret Hart's Beezer was playing in the middle of a match, and Bret Hart wasn't even in the match.
Huh, that's weird. All right, well, you'll have to tell, because sometimes games are bad. Like, people say the games are bad, and they're actually good. So maybe I don't know, but that game could just be bad. Yeah. It could be like WCW Backstage Assault, which is bad. WCW Mayhem is pretty good. And then like the other WCW games, like the Aki ones, are fantastic. And then Santino, you're a fan of Madden. You got Madden 22. And you didn't want a third game, but this actually worked out for me because I needed a copy of Vanilla Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox 360 because I can't find mine, and all my like cool things that I unlocked, I can't use because I don't know where the disc is. So, you know, and the Xbox store on the 360 is closed, so it's not like I can get a digital copy. So this was $10 and it was free because Santino bought Mario Maker on the Wii U, and so that meant he got a free $10 game. Now, what did Daddy get? Well, Daddy's got a little bit more obscure taste. He got Jurassic Park on the Sega CD. This was a quality purchase right here. I just remember seeing commercials for this game, and it had full motion video. I always thought it looked really cool. Now I get to see, you know, what all the fuss was about when I was watching Married with Children in 1992. Also, whoa. Let's see what else we got. The topic of full motion video. We got some 3DO action. We got Mad Dog McCree.
AKA.
Very cool rail shooter on the 3DO right here.
AKA MDM.
MDM, yes, yes. Got some 3DO in the long box CD right here. This was, well, originally it was for $3 somewhere, but they jacked the price up to around $30. And then, whoa, careful, princess. What else we got here? Got another one on the 3DO. We got NBA Slam Jam right here. All right. If you get done watching NBA Inside Stuff, get ready for the ultimate 3D experience from your fine friends at Crystal Dynamics. The people that I believe brought you Gex now bring you this basketball extravaganza. This is a cardboard box, princess, so please be careful. All right. All right. Then, what else we get here? We got For my third game free, I got Reggie Jackson Baseball on the Master System. So, much like Tommy Lasorda Baseball, you get to see Reggie Jackson in the title screen wearing a hat that says Sega on it. That sold me enough to buy this game. So, good times, good times. So, there you have it. That is our Robot City Hall. Good stuff and good times. Just the perfect way to spend your Christmas break. So, there you have it. There you have it. So, until next time, guys, I'm Noel. That's Santino, and this is Serafina, who's having way too much fun with this bag. And we will see you in the very near future for more Robot City trips, video game reviews, and just overall hijinks and fun on the Noel Comics YouTube channel. Bye-bye.